Then answered Jehovah to the songs of praise that rose up from his hundreds of billions, to the sum of his mighty creations. Peace, my beloved, and great joy. I have heard your voice of praise. I answer you with millions of new creations, farther than the farthest, boundless. Billions of years are the works of my hand. I do not go about turning water into wine like a magician, or professing to raise the dead. But yet I raise the dead, the souls of the dead, into worlds shining, brilliant, full of loveliness. I do not take them backward to toil and sorrow, but upward, onward to heavens of delight that never perish. Mine is the tree of life, forever growing and rich in blossoms and sweet perfumes. The dead are mine. The spirits of the dead are my young blossoms, full of promise, speaking soul words for the glory of my heavens. Those whom I quickened into life are mine, and I watch over them, Father, and in great wisdom. Nor do I let them go out of being forever. And I provide my heavenly places broad, boundless, so that the soul of man can never reach to their boundary. Though they stray away for a season, yet I have provided for them to return to me in the end. And I make them a banquet, and provide them a feast, a home of love, with music and dancing, even on the threshold of wisdom. Do not weep for the dead, O my beloved. I have places of delight for the righteous, full of rejoicing and wonderful. And the soul of the dead enters into these as one that emerges from a veil, to shout with great joy for the provisions I created, plentiful and brilliant. I have created heaven after heaven as a new surprise of great happiness to my sons and daughters in the way of my resurrections. Rejoice and be merry in holiness. Open your eyes, my beloved, and behold the works of my hands, which I provided to be yours forever. Then answered Jehovah to those who wept for the dead. What I have taken away was mine, and I return it to the place it belongs. But the soul, which I also gave, I carry into a new region of delight. The spirit of the dead is in my hand. I raise it up to the delightful places I created for it. Yes, it shall find its love and rejoice in my arms because of the glory of my heavens. In the times of my seasons, the soul of the dead shall stand by the living and testify to the endless creations which I provided to never perish. Like a cord that lifts a weight, so shall the soul of the dead be to those who are stricken in sorrow. And I will uncover my heavens for those. My angels shall come down from my exalted kingdoms by the light of the line of their love, and they shall rejoice in the way of my dominions, and glorify me on my works. Each day at the setting of the sun, for 3 days, you shall assemble and sing for the soul of the dead, remembering his virtues in great praise. Then you shall deliver his spirit to my Oahspe for the mansion I have built, and I will render to him the delights of my kingdoms, according to the light of his understanding. And you shall put away all mourning and all signs of mourning, and learn to understand the way of my resurrection. Do not rebuke me, O my beloved, by draping yourselves in black cloth and veils of crape. What I have done, I have done. For the time shall come to my beloveds, when they shall look back and say, it was well, and in the time of Jehovah it happened well, and it so happened. Though we did not see then, we now behold as gods and goddesses the way of the Almighty. To sing and to rejoice in me, O my beloved, to attain to great knowledge, these are the roads I created, shining, diversified, and broader than the imagination of man. By death I provide the resurrection of the souls of the dead. Do not mourn for my proceedings, O my beloved, but be wise and rejoice with discretion in the glory of my creations. Then answered Jehovah to those who had an infant born, what I have quickened into life, behold, it is my gift. It is a flower of sunshine, molded by a touch of my hand. Provide for it, O my beloved. Fence my garden around, so that serpents cannot enter. The time shall come when this living soul shall be as a God in my heavens. His light shall be brighter than a sun. Then spoke Jehovah to the infant, light of my light, O my son. To you I give the earth and the heavens to be yours forever, and the waters of the earth and the air of the firmament to be yours forever, and the forests and mountains and valleys to be your paradise forever, and the oceans and seas to be yours forever. And lastly, O my son, I give to you what I gave to no other animal on earth or in its waters, or in the air of heaven. Behold, I give yourself to you. And I give you guardian angels to walk by you, and show you my great delights, and the way of my resurrections. They shall speak to your soul, to keep you in the right way. Hear them, and follow in the way of your Creator, and you shall rejoice all the days of your life. But your corporeal eyes and ears, and your corporeal judgment, I give into your own hands. Remember, my son, learn corporeal knowledge through your soul, for it is of me, and you shall not err. But shut out the way of my voice, and follow your corporeal senses only, and you shall go down in darkness for a long season. Remember your Creator at all times and seasons, and you shall rejoice, because you are this day brought forth an heir of everlasting life. Then spoke Jehovah to the Oahspes, the guardian angels. Into your keeping, O my beloved, I give this, my son, quickened by my very breath, to live forever. In your regular terms, watch and watch. Guard him from this time forward, for he is the fruit I bequeath to you. And in due time you shall render his soul to my Oahspes in heaven, being glorified in the fruit. nor shall you ever make yourselves known to him through his corporeal senses, for your labor is with the Spirit. But when you find it rightful that angels shall approach his corporeal understanding, see to it that they are exalted and in the way of my everlasting kingdom. For the plan of my creations is for the resurrection of the soul of man to be forever